Microsoft. The name alone brings up memories of clunky software, corporate work tools, and that dreaded Internet Explorer logo. For many people, it's a brand that's, well, kind of boring. They're not trendy like Apple. They're not dominating online life like Google. And they've had their fair share of embarrassing tech failures, some of them massive. But here's the twist. While everyone laughed at Microsoft's mistakes, the company quietly built one of the most powerful tech empires in the world. And today, Microsoft isn't just surviving, it's dominating industries you didn't even know it was part of. So how did a company that sucks at everything become the real winner in the tech world? Let's find out. Let's start with the obvious. Microsoft has failed a lot. Remember the Zune? That was their answer to the iPod. It was clunky, late to the game, and completely missed the mark. Microsoft also had a smartphone. Well, technically two, the Windows. Phone was supposed to be their big play in mobile, but it failed so badly they eventually gave up entirely. Then there was Bing, their attempt at challenging Google. And while Bing still exists, let's be honest, most people only use it to download Chrome Skype? Once a video calling giant, now completely overshadowed by Zoom and other modern platforms, and who could forget Mixer? Microsoft's bold attempt to take on Twitch in the game streaming world. Millions invested. Ninja was paid tens of millions to switch platforms. And yet, just a year later, Microsoft shut it all down. By any normal standard, this should have been a death sentence. But Microsoft isn't most companies. In 2014, Microsoft handed the CEO role to Satya Nadella. He didn't care about being flashy or winning popularity contests. His mission was simple: turn Microsoft into a platform company again, a backbone of the digital world. That meant focusing on cloud, business tools, and software. The flashy gadgets? Let someone else worry about that. Microsoft went back to its roots and started playing the long game. And it worked. Microsoft invested heavily in cloud computing through Azure, their cloud platform. At first, Azure was nowhere near as dominant as Amazon Web Services, but Nadella's vision paid off. Today, Azure powers governments, banks, apps, and entire companies. It doesn't get the media attention, but Azure has become one of the most profitable pillars of Microsoft's empire. Every time you use a website or app that runs on Microsoft's cloud infrastructure, Microsoft earns money, quietly, consistently. Office 365 is now a subscription powerhouse. Instead of buying Word or Excel once every 5 years, millions of people and companies pay monthly. That means recurring revenue year after year. Microsoft Teams, once seen as a boring Slack competitor, has become one of the most used workplace communication tools in the world. And remember LinkedIn? Microsoft bought it in 2016 for $26 billion. Critics mocked the decision. But today, LinkedIn is a business data goldmine and one of the most important networking tools globally. It also feeds Microsoft with valuable insights into professionals, industries, and markets. But it doesn't stop there. GitHub, the world's largest platform for developers? Microsoft owns it? Xbox? Not just about gaming anymore. With Game Pass and cloud gaming, Microsoft is changing how games are accessed, streamed, and played. Whether you're in an office, coding software, hiring employees, or playing video games, there's a good chance Microsoft is involved in the background. And here's where things get even more interesting. In 2019, while most companies were just starting to explore AI, Microsoft made a strategic move. They invested $1 billion in OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT. Back then, no one realized just how huge that bet would become. Fast forward to today, Microsoft has integrated OpenAI's GPT technology across its entire ecosystem. Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint all now include AI features branded as Copilot. Bing, their long-mocked search engine, now runs on OpenAI's language models, offering intelligent conversational search. And Azure? It now powers countless AI services, positioning Microsoft as a cloud and AI leader. While companies like Google and Meta are still figuring out their AI business models, Microsoft is already monetizing AI through everyday tools. This isn't experimental. This is scale. This is strategy. And it's working. Yet, even with all of this power, Microsoft still isn't cool. And that's the point. They're not trying to be. They don't have the sleek design culture of Apple. They're not pushing flashy hardware. They don't run the kind of social platforms that make headlines every day, and they're fine with that. While other tech giants chase your attention, Microsoft chases your infrastructure. They want to be the tool you have to use, not the app you want to use. And that's what makes them so effective. Think about it. Apple sells beautiful devices, but those devices rely on Microsoft tools in the workplace. Google sells ads and search, but many of its services still compete with Microsoft in cloud, productivity, and enterprise. Meta sells your data. Microsoft? It sells productivity, cloud access, security, and scale. Their products may not trend on social media, but they're foundational to how modern digital life works. And now, with a market cap above $3 trillion, Microsoft has not just bounced back, it's thriving. They're not just making money, they're shaping the future. Whether it's through AI integration, gaming platforms, cloud infrastructure, or developer tools, Microsoft is laying down digital highways while other companies are still trying to design the cars. Their quiet dominance is intentional. They don't need hype. They don't need to win every consumer battle. Because when you zoom out, they're already winning the war. You might not think about Microsoft every day, but your employer does. Your bank does. Your government likely does. They may not be building the flashiest apps or gadgets, but they're building the world those things run on. Microsoft's failures didn't destroy them, they built resilience. Each failure taught them where not to compete and what to stop chasing, and every time they were counted out, they came back smarter, more focused, more unstoppable. So yeah, Microsoft may suck at some things. They're not the kings of mobile, they didn't win the search engine war, and they've made more than a few cringeworthy products. But behind the scenes, they built the cloud, partnered with the most powerful AI lab in the world, reinvented workplace tools, and became essential to millions of organizations. They're not loud, they're not flashy, they're not viral, they're vital. And in the tech world, that's what real winning looks like. If you ever wrote Microsoft off as just the boring one, it's time to rethink that. They're not chasing hype, they're building the infrastructure for the future. And while the world watches flashy apps and startups rise and fall, Microsoft is playing the game no one sees and winning. So the next time you hear someone say Microsoft is outdated, just smile. Because now you know the truth.